this week.
We're gonna get your son back, I promise you.
It is a hostage situation. Heather has the baby on the roof. If I can't have his baby, nobody can. No!
General Hospital, weekdays on ABC.
Has my son?
We thought he was safe in Landview with Teo Delgado. But Heather took him.
I don't have a partner in crime.
You're still trying to cover your own ass. I'm talking about Heather Weber.
Why are we talking about Heather Weber? Did Heather run off with Taya's kid?
No, she ran off with Sam's kid. For the second time, thanks to you.
The baby's been missing since yesterday afternoon.
My baby. All this time, Heather made me think that he was dead. We have to find him before it's too late. Jason.
You're gonna be fine, sweetheart. You don't have to worry about what happens next. That's Mommy's job. I've got great big plans for you. Yes, I do. Soon we'll be far, far away from this awful place. Of course, I do wish Stephen Lars was coming with us. I did what I had to do. Don't look at me like that. I couldn't help it if I had to knock him out. He was gonna call the police on us. And can you believe it? I mean, really, my own son. After all I've done for him, or all I was about to do, and I'm gonna do it for you instead. Yes, you're my little do-over. The son I was always meant to have.
Your mother.
I'm sorry that it's happening this way.
What are they doing to find him?
There are APBs in Landview and Port Charles, and it's a kidnapping, so the feds are involved. I talked to Stephen Weber, and he's going to let me know if Heather tries to make any contact at all.
Okay, but what if she doesn't,
She will.
Jason?
She will. She's obsessed with her son.
Then why the hell go after my son? And I don't understand this other woman, Taya. Why would she let Heather anywhere near the baby?
After Heather escaped from Ferncliff, she went to Landview. She approached Taya. Taya recognized Heather as the Good Samaritan who saved her baby.
My baby.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Heather convinced
baby.
Taya to hire her as a nanny.
A nanny? Jason, how long has this cycle been working for her? She's been around my baby.
No, less than a month.
Oh, 5 minutes, 5 seconds is too long to be around Heather.
When McBain saw the baby, he was perfectly healthy.
No, I don't understand. Why didn't John say anything?
We were waiting for the DNA test so we could prove the baby was yours. McBain went down to Landview to explain to Taya. But by the time he got there, Heather and your son were already gone.
Was John able to tell Taya that that he's my son?
No, before McBain can explain anything at all, he found out that Heather and the baby were gone. And he didn't want to tell Taya after she had enough to deal with.
Oh, no, when Taya realizes that the baby isn't hers. It's gonna be so hard, Jason, when she's gonna go through is...
She's gonna feel exactly what you felt that night.
I couldn't believe that he was gone, and I couldn't hold him in my arms anymore. My son is alive. Jason, he's alive. We've got to find him. We've got to find Heather.
We will. We will, I promise.
We've got to find him before it's too late. Before she hurts him.
Look, just think what your son has already survived. He's strong, Sam. We're gonna find him.
I can't lose him, Jason. I can't lose him again.
We're gonna have a wonderful life together. Yes, we are. Just a few things we need before we go. Stephen Lars wouldn't help us. But I know someone who can. He might not be too happy to hear from me. Our relationship's been a bit strained. But that doesn't mean he won't come through.
Slim.
I can't fall apart now. My baby needs me.
Sam, where are you going?
I gotta get out of here, Jason. I have to find my
No,
kid.
there's nothing you can do. There's a lot of people looking for your son.
I'm his mother. I have to do something.
Where would you even start? You don't even know where Heather went.
Maybe I do.
There's no hiding from this anymore, Todd. Taya's gonna lose her baby. The child she thought was hers, you know, the one she has cared for and loved for the last 4 months. She's paying for your lies all over again. And this time it's gonna hurt even worse. I think it's time for you to leave. Thought you wanted me to search the place.
Do you have a warrant?
The next warrant I get is gonna be for your arrest.
Taya.
There's one person in Port Charles who would help Heather Weber.
Todd Manning.
You said that he helped her the night in the woods, right?
Yeah, well, it's just a theory. We don't have any proof.
Jason, it's obvious that he was blackmailed. I mean, why else would he hire a former mental patient?
Probably. Yeah.
Yes, probably. It all fits. It makes sense. It explains why Todd would crumble up the article on my baby's death. He knew what he was doing. He knew he had given my baby to Taya. That's why he hired me as an assistant. That's why he came to the funeral. He felt guilty, but not guilty enough to tell me that my baby was alive.
Seems like Todd would have done almost anything to keep his part in this from coming out.
What if he still would?
Okay, Taya. I know you hate my guts. I still care about you enough to try and make this right. Who's this?
Hello, Todd.
Heather Weber, where the hell are you?
Really, Todd? We haven't spoken in how long? Aren't you even going to ask me how I've been getting along since I left Ferncliff?
Since you escaped Ferncliff.
How else was I going to get out of there?
What the hell were you thinking? You run off with Taya Delgado's kid?
We both know that's not possible. Tay's baby is dead. I have Sam's kid.
If you lay one finger on that kid, I will hunt you down personally.
Why would I hurt this child? He's getting excellent care. He's such a good baby, yeah. And I'm going to show everybody what a wonderful mother I am.
Did you just say mother?
Yes. Everything is as it should be. Or it will be with your help.
We've got to find Todd. We've got to see what he knows about Heather.
Hey,
Hi. What are you doing here?
Sam knows her son is alive.
you explain everything?
Yeah, I did.
That's a lot to take in.
I want to find my son.
We were just trying to figure out who might know where Heather is.
Well, I just got back from Manning's. He's still a weasel. He's still not talking.
Spinelli, hey, I'm glad you called.
Please just listen. I have the most incredible information. I have just learned that your suspicion was correct. Sam's baby is alive.
I know. I just told Sam.
Hey, don't worry. I'm going for round 2 on Manning, all right? He knows more than what he's saying.
I know. The whole time I was working for Todd, I knew he was hiding something. I just never in a million years would have thought it was this.
How you doing with all this?
Okay. I mean, I'm happy. I'm beyond happy that my son is alive, but I'm terrified that I'm never going to see him.
Don't let yourself think that way, all right? Your little boy's made it this far. We're bringing him home to you.
Jason told me you were the one that got the DNA sample.
I did.
So then you saw him.
I did.
He's big, he's healthy.
Yeah. He's a beautiful boy.
No. Heather disappeared with the baby sometime yesterday afternoon, and they're looking for her in Landview. The theory is she might have tried to come back to Port Charles.
Well, all is not lost. There's someone at the hospital who might know just how to find Heather.
I have no idea how glad I am those tests I ran were correct. I hated thinking I'd made a mistake in the lab.
But I regret that you had to doubt yourself.
Well, I was just telling Maxie that the lab and the laws of science are so much more reasonable than, well, the outside world.
In regards to Maxie, you said something earlier that puzzled me.
I did?
Yeah, that the last thing that Maxie wanted was to be friends with me, but that you had a feeling and then we got interrupted.
Right, of course. What I was going to say was that I just got the distinct feeling that Maxie was in fact...
Oh, but, hey, Sam, I am so sorry for my subterfuge earlier. I wanted to tell you what I knew about the baby, but I was afraid that our hopes were unfounded.
It's okay, none of that matters
We just
now.
need to know if Heather told Steve anything about Sam's baby.
Right.
Did Heather explain why she took this child? Was it for ransom?
Whatever it is, I'll pay. I don't care what she wants. I just want my son back.
My mother isn't after money.
Well, then what does she want?
A family. She was talking about the baby like it was her own son.
After everything we've shared, the least you could do is help me and my baby get out of Dodge.
What do you mean, your baby?
Don't change the subject. I need passports, and I need money.
No, I cannot help you disappear with this kid.
Of course you can.
He's not your child. You can't play God with him.
What do you think you were doing out in the woods when you let Taya take Sam's baby? If that's not playing God, I don't know what is.
No, it was your idea to give Taya Sam's baby, not mine.
That's not what I'll tell the cops.
You blackmailing me? Let me tell you something. You blackmail me, and Stephen Lars will be behind bars faster than he can change his own socks.
Stephen Lars has turned his back on me. I have another child to provide for.
Not your child.
If you don't get me and my son out of this country, I'll be happy to share the details of all of your crimes with anyone who'll listen.
Fine. Give me the damn address.
I thought you'd come around to my way of thinking. It's the Nightlight Motel. Room 203.
Nightlight Hotel.
Oh, and Todd, I guess I don't need to tell you, but no one else needs to know about this.
Right.
Wants to keep my son?
I think she's trying to prove she can be a good mother.
At least that gives her incentive to take care of the baby.
I'm sorry, but that doesn't make me feel any better.
There's another problem. The baby's on medication for beta thalassemia.
What if my son doesn't get his medicine?
Find the baby before we have to deal with that.
Time for your medicine. You're always such a good boy when I give it to you. Oh, dear. That was the last dose.